Hello, 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 YouTube. This is Mary. I thought I'd come by with this quick video. This week, Sunday, I believe it was Sunday, I was watching a video that really helped me a lot. As you know, I'm no longer a Christian and I don't feel guilty about it either. I feel a lot of freedom about it. And I guess part of getting away from Christianity or a cult, I guess one of the things you go through is you're probably sad and then anger. Because up until recently, I was feeling angry, and I'm not angry anymore. But that feeling can stir back up when Christians try to tell me I'm going to hell and stuff like that. That makes me angry. But I'm have to look at it as just being ignorant on people who are ignorant on their part. But Sunday I was watching a video. It's called "Why I No Longer Believe in God" by Mike Mal, M-A-L. This video it's pretty long, but it tells a detailed story about how he left Christianity. He was out to disprove some atheists. He's Seventh-day Adventist, and he was trying to disprove them. He did all of his research. He got himself together and got all the documents and YouTube, everything that was supposed to support his faith, Seventh-day Adventist. And when he got through doing all this research and thought he was ready to go and confront the atheists, he found out that his religion was not true. He said it just devastated him. He had to go through this and figure out what he was going to do. Because he was a pastor. But anyway, those of you who are interested, go and look at that. That video is "Why I No Longer Believe in God" by Mike Mal. I commented on the video, and I was much to my surprise. This guy, I guess it's a guy, you never know, he or she, because the names don't tell you what they are. But he has a lot of followers. But he started confronting me and trying to find out what I really believe. And I was surprised because I looked him up. I said, he's a big time YouTuber. Why is he bothering me? But I ended up defending myself. Why I no longer, it's not that I don't believe in God. I just don't believe in Christianity. Now, Mike Mal doesn't believe in God. But I do know God. And I call God my God. I say Father, and I say God. And sometimes I say Jesus. It's out of habit. But whatever name I call, I do know this God does answer. So anyway, he kept confronting me, and I finally told him this story that really happened. It was a revelation, kind of like. One day, my sister and I, quite a while back, I was living in a house that had a large front porch, one of those country porches. And my sister was sitting on one end of the porch, and I was sitting on the other end. I would say it's about 12 feet between us. We were sitting on the porch in these old-timey rocking chairs. I spotted a lizard in the bushes. And she asked me, what was I looking at? Because I was staring at the lizard. I told her, I said, I'm looking at this lime green lizard. And I said, see if you can see him from where you're sitting. So she started looking real hard, real hard. And she said, I see a lizard, but it's not lime green, it's brown. So when she said that, I said, ooh, it's two lizards. So I started looking for her brown lizard. I'm looking for a brown lizard along with my lime green lizard. And I couldn't see a brown lizard. I said, girl, I don't see a brown lizard. I see this lime green lizard. She said, well, I don't see a lime green lizard. I see a brown lizard. So we decided to trade seats. So we got up. She sat in my seat and I sat in hers. Lo and behold, I sit down and kind of take a little time and studying in the bushes, and I spotted this brown lizard, and she spotted a lime green lizard. And we looked. I said, "Girl, it's not two lizards in here." I said, "Let me go back to my seat." She went back to her seat, and I went back to mine. And we studied. We must have looked at this, looking for this lizard for about 30 minutes. So I'm sitting back in my seat. She's sitting back in hers. She spots her brown lizard, and I spot my lime green lizard. I say, "Ooh, I see the lime green lizard." She said, "Ooh, I see the brown lizard." And I started watching this lizard, and the lizard started moving. Because during the time when we were trading seats and all this lizard did not move. It stayed in the same spot. So the lizard started moving, and it started turning brown, from lime green to brown. And I said, "Oh, girl, this lizard is turning brown." And she said, "This lizard I'm looking at is turning lime green." And then just common sense just kind of dawned on me and her. She looked at me and smiled, and I looked at her and shook my head. I said, "Girl, we got to be looking at the same damn lizard. That's what we doing." And sure enough, there was only one lizard in the bush, and it was changing colors. And from where she was sitting, she saw a brown one, and from where I was sitting, I saw a lime green one. And what I got out of that while I was sitting there, and just a cool breeze came over the porch and the ceiling fan blowing. I said, "God, that is really something." I mean, you are representative of the lizard, but this depends on what perspective that you are looking, how you perceive God. So every individual have their own perspective of how God is. This YouTuber that was attacking me, he even asked me, "What do I call my God?" Because it's not the God that he's serving. And I replied back, and I told him some people call God Jehovah. Some people say Jesus is God, and just different names: Allah, Almighty God, Everlasting Father, whatever. They name their God whatever they want to call him. But I did tell him this, that God told Moses that he was "I am that I am." That means that whatever you perceive God to be, that's what he is. "I am that I am." So he never did reply back, and I was kind of glad he stopped bothering me, because I just didn't want to defend myself and preach a sermon to somebody about the path I'm on and what I believe. And he never did reply back, so I was glad of that. But I thought I would come by with this and give this little bit of information about the lizard in the bushes. And that's how I not confirm my belief as who God is, but it's just kind of like a parable or however you want to take it. But God making himself known to me by representing the lizard in the bush. And you could take this and run with it, or you could discard it. And this was on my mind because I did reply to him about this lizard in the bush. And that's about it. And I will talk to you later, YouTube. Bye.